Prime Minister Zoran Milanovic begins a two-day visit to neighboring Bosnia-Herzegovina tomorrow. Along with Sarajevo, Milanovic will be making stops in 6 Croat cities in central Bosnia. A statement released by government's public relations office notes the position of Croats in Bosnia-Herzegovina is of extreme importance to Croatia, and that for this reason the PM will visit areas in which Croatia has financed projects in the culture, health, and education sectors. As a result of government's new tax law, units of local government will lose large portions of their revenues. Split has decided to raise the cost of city services by 10% to compensate for the losses. Zagreb's deputy mayor, Sandra Švaljak, says that to counter the €60 million loss, the city will have to make painful cuts that will dramatically affect the healthcare sector, pensioners, and students. She added that Zagreb will also have to begin selling off some of its assets. Some 20,000 fans of the Hajduk Split Football Club held a protest on the Split Riviera yesterday, calling for the resignation of the leadership of the Croatian Football Federation. They claim that they have been treated unfairly by the league for years, especially in comparison to longtime rivals Dinamo Zagreb. The league's leadership, however, rejects these accusations. Italian tenor Andrea Bocelli performed to more than 10,000 fans in the Zagreb arena last night. For his third concert in Croatia, Bocelli was joined on stage by Croatian soprano Lana Kos and by Croatian cello rock stars, 2 cellos. Today is the first Sunday of Advent. On each Sunday of the 4-week Advent season, one of the 4 candles of the Advent wreath is lit, symbolizing the light of God. Last night, the first candle of Advent was lit on the Manduševac fountain in Zagreb's central Banja Lucić Square, also marking the beginning of the Advent in Zagreb season, which features a wide variety of events, including children's performances, traditional crafts, food and drink, and open-air concerts. A novelty this year is an ice skating park on King Tomislav Square. Turning to sports and domestic football league action. Yesterday, Zagreb beat Hajduk Split 2-0. The game was played in front of an empty stadium after the league's disciplinary committee served the team a crowd ban following the team's boycott of last week's game against Dinamo. In the other game yesterday, Slaven Belupo beat Zadar 4-0. Later today, Istra hosts Dinamo, while Rijeka and Osijek will close out the 17th round of play on Monday. In skiing, Ivica Kostelić notched his first point of the season, finishing 30th in yesterday's downhill in Lake Louise. Jan Seruchetel was first, ahead of Canadian Manuel Osborne Paradis and Frenchman Guillermo Fayed, who tied for second. Later today, Croatians Kostelić and Natka Zrnčić-Din will compete in the Super G. Predominantly overcast with some fog inland. There will be some intermittent drizzle or light rain. There's a chance of some heavier rain and thunderstorms in the south of the country. More rain is expected overnight. Winds will be mild in the interior with a moderate to strong southeasterly on the coast. Highs will be between 3 to 8 degrees Celsius inland, 14 to 19 on the Adriatic. The first 3 days of December will be overcast with rain, especially tomorrow. A drop in temperatures on Wednesday could bring with it some snow. More variable weather on the coast with intermittent rain, especially on Monday. Southeasterly winds will die down tomorrow and shift to a northeasterly. Slightly cooler temperatures are expected.